get to where you want to go faster. This is Gary, and I'm going to share you perhaps one of the number one strategies I have used to get to that next level quicker. If you're watching this live, give me a 1 in the comments. If you're watching this on a replay, give me, I'm going to adjust my audio here, give me a 3 in the comments if you're watching this on a replay. So the question is, would you like to get to where you're going faster? Everybody hopefully should say yes to that. So let me share with you some ideas, mindset strategies to enable you to do that. All right? Oh, bear with me. I'm the only one here today, so I've got things I'm doing and forgetting and not forgetting. I want you to think right now about a level of success, something that you've been working for or at for maybe months or years, and there's a level of success that you attained by working hard through those months or years. I want you to think about what it is that you succeeded at. Get it in your mind. You got that? Now, my next question is, knowing what you know now, do you think you could have accomplished it a lot quicker? If you're watching this live, even in a replay, type in yes if you believe it's yes. How could you not, right? You already know, because you've got hindsight now, you know what you could have done better, smarter. You could have circumnavigated a couple mistakes that maybe you have made. You could have probably shaved the time in maybe, what, half the time, maybe a third of the time. So that's the advantage of knowing and being able to look from the past, you know, what you did better, what you did wrong, and then you could accelerate it in the future. But what if you had your next goal and you could look into the future and figure out ways to make it happen faster? Ooh, like having your own crystal ball. So I'm going to share with you what that crystal ball is. That crystal ball is the ability, and you hear me talk about this often, that crystal ball is the ability to take a quantum leap. Quantum leap, all right? Quantum leap. What is a quantum leap? Listen closely. Type it in if you have the opportunity to type it in. It's something you want to remember. A quantum leap is the ability to move. Notice the next point. The ability to move when you are what? Not ready. The ability to move when you are not ready. Think about that. See, whether you realize it or not, the level of success that you attained, the reason you got to that level is you did certain action steps to get to where you're at now. Now, what's interesting is those action steps, sometimes for some people, they were slower than normal, and we already admitted that, because if we could look back now to what we did to attain the level of success that we're at, we could have done it a lot quicker. So the ultimate goal then is, if you can take a quantum leap, then you can attack those limited thought processes and those angles of what caused the problems to get to that next level. You can attack it quicker. But how do you do that? You move when you are not ready. Well, what keeps somebody from being ready? Let's talk about it. Well, one, fear. See, people often wait, and you have made decisions based on the fact that you waited till you had less fear. What about doubt? So when you think about moving when you're not ready, the reason most people don't move is because they feel they're not ready because of fear, doubt. What about limited beliefs? Limited beliefs. All right, here's another one. Part of limited beliefs, the stories. The stories that we tell ourselves why we can't do this, or all the other different things that come in our mind. And here's the big one: excuses. Excuses. The problem with people and ourselves who make excuses, if you're making excuses, the problem with that is you think it's logical. You think excuses are a reason why you shouldn't do something. And the people who make excuses, they don't even look at them as excuses. When you get to the level where you can understand what you're saying to yourself are excuses, and you detest excuses, you will be able to make a move, a quantum leap, when you're not ready. That's strong. Think about that. So anytime I think about making that next level, so ultimately you have to learn to commit and figure it out later. Successful people have this mindset. And the reason they have this mindset, they're very, very committed to attaining their goals. And what they do, because they move when they're not ready, they learn to ignore, not that they don't have fear, doubt, excuses, stories, limited beliefs, but they've learned to ignore them, move when they're not ready, and they will destroy all this crap that's in the way. Wow. I want you to think about it now. Think about that level of success that you attained. We already admitted that we could attain it a lot faster. Well, what's the next level that you want to get to in your life? That next level that you want to move to and get to in your life, I will assure you, if you take a quantum leap, move when you're not ready, you will figure it out and you'll get to that next level faster. Ooh. And how do you do that? Again, to take a quantum leap, you have to eliminate all these things. I want you to be honest with yourself. Think about this. You can't change what you don't acknowledge, so you have to be really honest with yourself. In that next move in life that you want to make, in your business, your personal life, relationships, diet, a financial commitment, whatever it might be, stop and think about what really is the fear that comes in your head. Now, I want you to think about it so you can understand that you're doing these things. I don't want you to dwell on it, because if you dwell on it, you can't move when you're not ready. We have to think everything has got to be perfect. I will assure you, every level of success that I have attained, man, so many of those levels of successes were done when I was not ready. It's programmed into me. It's conditioned into me. It's part of my ability to succeed and attain my goals. So, yes, you might have certain fears that say, you know, well, what if this happens? This could happen. All these things that go in your mind. Can I really do it? Will it really happen? Will it really work? I don't know if it's for me. All these things start creeping up in our mind. Then the excuses. Watch out for the excuses. Excuses become so real to people who make excuses that they don't even realize that they're what? That they're excuses. Watch the stories that you tell yourself and watch the limited belief. Remember, with regards to limited beliefs, for every belief that we act on, you get a result. Let me repeat that. For every belief that you act on, you get a result. So if you have a limited belief that you act on, you get a limited what? A limited result. If you have an empowering belief that you act on, you get an empowering what? You get an empowering result. All right, so there you have it. Want to make massive changes in your life? Make a quantum leap. What is a quantum leap? Type it for me in the chat or the comments. A quantum leap is what? The ability to move when you are not ready. What quantum leap are you willing to make today? I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Share it with a friend or colleague. I'd certainly appreciate that. We have been hacked on Twitter and YouTube, so we're having to kind of restart a lot of things, and I'd certainly appreciate your support, especially if you enjoyed today's content. Share a comment. I like to try to respond to as many as I possibly can. If you're watching this on YouTube, love to see you more often. Have you subscribe? And with that being said, I'm out of here. Between now and the next time we get to chat, you know what to do, and if you don't, you will now. Title of my book, Don't Let Others Rent Space in Your Head. Have an awesome day. We'll see you.